be showing some of the components that you'll need to 2JZ swap your S15, Nissan 240SX, S13, 180SX, basically any S chassis. And some of these components will actually still be valid for many other platforms within the industry. So first here, I have the Chase Bays components that I ordered. Haven't opened it up yet, but today we'll go take a look and see what we have in here. Okay, so this first box I ordered probably around Black Friday of 2022. So just about 6 to 8 months ago. This one right here is some of my most recent orders. So it looks like we've got the thermostatic fan controller, some AN wrenches, this right here is a 2JZ oil cooler sandwich plate. Does come with the necessary hardware as well to do the sandwich plate. We got in here Chase Bays coolant reservoir. I believe this is the oil cooler by Chase Bays. And we got a bracket for the reservoir. We also have the fuel pressure gauge. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about these items we got here. All right, some of the components we got here. We got a Chase Bays fuel pressure gauge, as well as some AN wrenches. This is just gonna be so you don't scratch your nice fittings. We've got the 2JZ upper water neck. Got a coolant reservoir with the associated bracket. Needed to mount it up properly. We have here also the Chase Bays S chassis to JZ power steering reservoir and line kit with the radiator filler neck. Also here we got our relays for our fan controls, some AN wrenches again, and lastly we got a 19-row oil cooler with the sandwich plate to get rid of the factory oil cooler housing. Next up, we're going to be talking about some of the key components for wiring your computer setup, and even a little bit of the fuel setup that we'll be using to complete the 2JZ swap. So here I have some items that I ordered from Wiring Specialties over the past couple of years. Let's go take a look and see what we got. One of the most important items for the swap is going to be this wiring harness. Now, Wiring Specialties has done an excellent job over the years with providing you with plug-and-play harnesses for various types of engine swaps. Some instructions. What else we got? Alright. So other than wiring, they do sell some fuel system components. So I was able to get some ID, I think 1050cc injectors. This one here is the Radium Fuel Pulse Dampener. Radium Engineering Direct Mount Fuel Pressure Regulator. AEM wideband gauge. These boxes here are going to be the two fluid pressure sensors, so one for oil pressure, the other for fuel pressure, the map sensor, and the air intake temperature sensor for the computer. Now this swap is going to be running a AEM Infinity standalone system. The reason I went with AEM is it's the most familiar system that I'm used to tuning so far. Here. Looks like this is going to be the Radium fuel rail for the 2JZ GTE. Other items that I did order. Since I am going with a standalone setup, I did elect to go with the PRP GTR coil pack conversion. So they do sell this nice mounting bracket for the coil packs, and the Hitachi GTR coil packs as well. Comes with all hardware necessary to mount it up to your 2JZ. All right, let's check it out. In this box from Wiring Specialties is going to be the AEM Infinity Standalone. Now, why you want to go with the standalone anytime you are pushing the limits of the stock engine control unit for the any engine that you're going to be doing performance things with. is that it'll allow you to do engine safety parameters, control your fuel, control your ignition timing. You can set up your launch control, traction control, and various other things that will help protect your engine no matter what you decide to do with it. Go drifting, drag racing, rallycross, or anything you might decide to do. And what we have here is the radium fuel rail. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to use this one yet with my setup, being that I went with a custom intake manifold. But I'll be pairing this, if possible, with the ID 1050cc injectors. Hopefully it'll be enough fuel for the power level that I'm gonna be shooting for, which is around the 550 to 650 range. To help ignite that fuel, we do have the GTR coil pack set up from PRP. So you get the Hitachi coils with the correct height boot stock for the 2JZ, as well as the PRP mounting bracket. And tying everything together will be the full custom wiring specialties engine harness. This was built specifically to run the AEM computer and all the necessary gauges for it. So that's going to conclude today's episode. Next time we'll talk about some of the heavier items that we'll be putting on the 2JZ. So exhaust manifold, turbo setup, wastegate, blow-off valve, intake manifold, and much more. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share the video if you thought what I shared was helpful, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Aloha.